Welcome to CivilNet. My guest is Mathieu Zeitindjioglou from Paris. The name and the city don't match, but that's how it is. Mathieu is a filmmaker, a third-generation French. His grandfather, born obviously from the name in Turkey. Mathieu, thank you for joining us on CivilNet.
Thank you.
Okay, the best part of this, of course, is your name, Zeitindjioglou, which means son of the olive grower, olive merchant?
Yes.
Which one, the grower or the merchant?
The merchant, I guess.
And you and your father went through all adult life in France with that last name. Was that not a problem?
It was a nightmare, I must say, administratively. And when you know that it's a Armenian Turkified name, and that my grandfather was an Armenian, and all the time I had to explain to people I was not Turkish, but my grandfather was Armenian. Yes, it was not easy to carry this name. This name bring me to do the movie, actually.
Explain that transfer. The movie is called exactly that, huh? The son of an olive merchant.
Yes, because it comes from my home story. And it's a credit to my grandfather and to the Armenian people. And the movie related a quest, identity quest, that bring us, me and my wife, because we have been in Turkey using our honeymoon trip.
That's an interesting honeymoon.
Yes.
Did she know what she was getting into?
Yeah, she was the one who proposed me to go on honeymoon on Turkey, and I was the one saying, "Oh, okay, we should do a movie." So about
Good teamwork. Good teamwork.
Yes, good teamwork, and it was not the best honeymoon for me, I must say. For my wife, it was okay, but for me, it was opening too many doors that I never opened on my life. And
I think unless people have done that, they don't understand what you mean, but I understand what you mean. Tell me where you went, what part of Turkey?
Mostly the Anatolian part, East Anatolian part, where the Armenians have been living massively, you know, like Van, Erzurum, Kars, Ani, and in all this city, there were like no Armenian left, or no traces of Armenian, or some traces of Armenian, but Turkish were saying like, oh no, there were no Armenian here, and it was kind of a nightmare. I just realized what it was to be Armenian when I was over there, to live with denial, and to live with something taken off your roots.
How was your film received? I know that it has been shown in France and outside of France. What's been the reaction?
A lot of very good reaction about non-Armenian people and Armenian people, you know, like they were really saying, oh, this film is speaking differently of this subject. And it's not a movie about the Armenian genocide. It's more a movie about the denial and the mechanism of the denial, institutional denial, and how it works, and how people get involved into the denial by a government. But it's not a sad movie because it's used our honeymoon, so it's full of life, it's full of love, it's full of humor as well, you know, because I choose not to be sad about the situation, but to show how Turkish were the cynical aspect of the Turkish position. So my goal in the movie was to give hope about this situation. And as the first projection, where there were a lot of Armenians coming, I was very happy because all the Armenians were laughing during the projection.
Good.
Over a subject that the first production, so it was full of Armenian, and I didn't knew very much Armenian in France because I was not raised in an Armenian background. And they were all like, watching a new movie about the Armenian genocide, I don't know, something not very easy for us. And
Is it okay to laugh?
yeah, and they were laughing during the movie, and it was kind of a release for them, you know.
Are you making another film?
Yes, now in the middle of, on the beginning or middle of the making of new movie about God.
About?
God.
About God.
Yeah,
Well,
God.
okay. I was going to say, does it have anything to do with us? So I guess kind of does.
With everybody, I guess, you know. It's yeah, it's a more abstract film about our need of spirituality, and is it something coming from inside or from outside of us?
Well, I wish you luck, and I think that your generation's search for who we are and where we came from is fascinating, and it's fascinating how this is turning into so many films from so many corners of the world. So thank you for doing what you did.
Oh, thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. We've been speaking with Mathieu Zeitindjioglou, a French-Armenian filmmaker whose film, The Son of an Olive Merchant, is a search for where his grandfather was from and the meaning of his name and in many ways the meaning of his life. Thank you for following us on CivilNet.